Okay, there we go. Welcome, welcome. My name is Judy Keating, and I work in an organization called Wise Transformation. And today is our Virgo New Moon Community Ceremony. This coming weekend and into Monday is such a powerful time. And I wanted to just give you a preview of what's coming. I'm going to talk to you about one upcoming event that I'm teaching. We're going to call in Sacred Space, and we're going to spend a little more time talking about the timing itself because there's so much going on. And we'll get some ceremonial guidance using the Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle. And we'll be together close to an hour. And I really love when women gather like this and decide to share their insights. That's really where the juice is because um, it really brings focalization and brings containment and enthusiasm for the timings when we share. So I wanted to tell you about a class that I'm offering called Expressing Your Purpose. It is a class that is 3 modules long, so it's very short in terms of it. The whole class time is about 4 hours and half an hour. But it gives you a specific protocol that you can use from now on, which will help you to contain your own creativity and your own focus on what it is you're creating without outside interference. And many, many people have said that this is a life-changing protocol for them. And I wanted to just share one testimonial today. Dodie Weiss says, I've experienced many forms of transformational energy work over the years, but I really don't think I've ever encountered anything as life-changing on a daily basis as I have with the CCT Expressing Your Purpose protocol. So it's an online class that's being taught, and it's done in a very easy pace. There's 2 modules on the first day, then you have a little assignment during the night. And then we have our completion module where you learn the whole protocol and walk away with phenomenal tools. So I wanted to mention that it's coming up in November. And now I just want us to call in sacred space and open to the living field of creation. And I invite you to center yourself in whatever way is true for you. Could be a deeper breath, could be putting your hand on your heart. And you just want to connect to the fact that you are a creative being and that you are organic, just like nature. And that all of creation lives inside of you. And we want to center that energy by connecting to the elemental forces of earth or a grounded container today for structure and form, for the beauty of that. You know, if we didn't have the structure of our bones, we would just be goo. And water, like the blood that flows through us and the fluids that run through our body, I call upon the rivers and the streams and the oceans to inspire and inform our emotional realm, our imaginal realm with air. And this is a great time to call on the meditation and prayer aspect of air. And the fire of illumination, transformation, and the balance between light and dark, just like we have the sun and night. We need both. And then spirit, whatever your understanding of the divine is, whatever you know that you are a part of the greater part of, just ask that spirit come, infusing us with grace and trust, a balance of divine masculine, divine feminine, of deep, deep compassion for ourselves and for the world. I'm just going to hold silence here for a minute so you can call in whatever else you'd like to call in. Beautiful. Beautiful. I so appreciate you all being here. So this is the second new moon in Virgo because every year there are 13 moons. And each year we have a different sign that's kind of the one that gets the special bonus of having two new moons. Last year it was Capricorn. This year it's Virgo. And it is a phenomenal boost of energy right now because in addition to having the second new moon in Venus, we also have a solar eclipse in Virgo. So right now we have the cauldron of a sun in Virgo, the moon in Virgo coming up, and also the solar eclipse coming up. We also have the day after all of that, the autumnal equinox, one of the 2 points of balance where the light is equal. Day and night are approximately exactly the same timing. And it's really our turning point. It's sort of our pause between the breaths of spring, summer, fall, winter. Get my slides to move. So Virgo as an archetype is dedicated to their sacred work, and they honor the patterns of life and nature. So right now we have triple Virgo in the field, and it's right before Virgo moves into Libra, which is all about balance and sacred right relationship. So in families and communities, the priestess archetype brings awareness to the way change affects life by creating time and space to honor life passages. They create and often officiate ceremonies that recognize the transitions of birth, puberty, a new job, the loss of a job, marriage, divorce, menopause, elderhood, and death. And these are just a few examples. There are so many points where ceremony is so needed, and it's not something that the general public understands, that having ceremony helps us to move energy of transformation and transition. Having a point of honoring so that we can validate what we've just been through or what we're headed towards and how we're shifting. And Virgo is very, very good and very attuned to that energy. Virgo is in the sixth house or the sixth gate of awareness, and they teach the significance of dedicated work. They honor patterns, timings, rhythms, and cycles. They access the priestess within to honor the sacred natural world through ceremony and ritual. But they're also very practical, dependable, productive, and hardworking with a tremendous capacity for handling the details of the earthly realm. I'll tell you a quick Virgo story. A dear friend of mine who's a Virgo saw an announcement of mine and she noticed a typo in it and she sent me the capture of the typo, and I didn't, knowing it was from her, I knew I needed to look at it closely, and as soon as I did, I saw, whoop, I wasn't paying attention to a detail, and she helped me fix it. And she did it in a very loving Virgo kind of way, like, I saw this, you need to fix it. But Virgo is dedicated to doing sacred work and being in service to the world around them. And the sun is generally in Virgo from August 23rd to September 22nd. And we're today is the 19th, so we're at the tail end of the Virgo sun. In Lisa Michaels' phenomenal book, Your Soul Prosperity Code, I just wanted to give you a title for the Virgo archetype, The Sacred Strategist. At the heart of Virgo's prosperity lies their connection to sacred work. For Virgo, work is more than a task. It is a devotion to creating order, nurturing growth, and contributing to the greater good, whether through spiritual service, healing arts, or practical systems that improve lives. Virgo offers their gifts with quiet reverence, honoring the intricate patterns of life's unfolding. So, having this time where there is so much Virgo in the field, even if you don't have it in your chart per se, you have access to it in a very, very profound way. So, it's a great time to touch in with ways that you can ask for help with this energy if you need it, or to seek guidance from this energy, or to get answers on how this energy could up-level your growth, your work, your relationships, your inner life. Maybe you need more time in the quiet. So when you consider that we're going to have a solar eclipse in Virgo and the equinox in Libra, when I sort of put that together, I was like, okay, what does that mean? And I came up with a sacred weaving of order and harmony. Virgo cleanses, refines, and prepares. Libra seeks balance, beauty, and justice. So expect an intensified clarity about how your sacred service, whatever service you offer, whether that's service in relationships in your personal life, whether that's service to your neighbors, whether that's service in a job, expect the intensified clarity about how your sacred service can be offered in a way that supports the collective harmony. So that's just really something to ponder at this time as an overall overarching energetic. So during the Virgo solar eclipse on the 21st into the 22nd, some things that you can actually do, and we're going to work on intentions today, but you can declutter, release what is no longer aligned, whether it's habits, old commitments, or energetic clutter in your space. And I want to just say this, we have clutter on our computers too. So decluttering your computer counts, getting rid of all those emails you don't want, or reorganizing your files, that counts. Um, it's a great time to pay attention to body care. You could fast lightly, cleanse or do a ritual bath. Anything that supports purification, this is a great time for that. And in this particular window, when we're working on your intentions, instead of what you want to see outwardly, think about intentions that ask what daily practices, rhythms, or service am I ready to embody? That means to really have it inside of me. And this was a great thing that I found. Eclipses are about alignment, not control. Having time of quiet presence, because eclipse energy can feel intense. Avoid overexertion. Instead, open space for reflection, meditation, or prayer. So those are some active things that we can work on during this window as you prepare. And then I'm just going to add in a little bit more spice here because we also have the autumnal equinox, which is the balance point between light and dark. As most people know, the autumnal equinox, and it's going to be the autumnal equinox in the northern hemisphere and the the spring equinox in the southern hemisphere. So we're both going to have balance just at different parts on the wheel. So, but it's one of 2 days in the year where day and night are equal. It mirrors the internal balance needed between giving and receiving, action and reflection, and outer productivity and inner alignment. It is an invitation to pause and recalibrate, an act deeply tied to Virgo's earth essence, linked to harvest, sacred work, and rhythms. It's the seasonal archetype of Virgo moving into Libra, where the earth begins to reap what it has sown. So reflection about what you've reaped so far in the year very profound. Spiritually, this is a time for gathering the fruits of your efforts, projects, investments, energy, and releasing what no longer serves before the descent into winter. It's an invitation for the sacred structure and slowness. Earth signs teach that prosperity is built over time and in alignment with nature's cycles. It's also aligning with your own organic timing, meaning trust that when you have energy and when you need rest, if you follow that flow internally, that's going to be very fruitful for you. So the autumnal equinox calls you to reflect on your current financial flows, to realign your inner creation team, which is the other archetypes on your team, all of them, for the season ahead, and to make space for rest and discernment, which is a form of feminine leadership as opposed to masculine leadership. So I'm going to take a breath. That was a lot. And a sip of water. And while we're sitting here, I just put something different on my presentation today. That balance between light and dark. So I just wanted us to breathe into that. Okay, right. Okie dokie. So this is a very big cauldron. Does anybody have any questions or comments before we dive into getting our intentions in order? You can comment either in the chat or you can unmute if you like. Okay. So at this time of the Virgo sun and moon, the solar eclipse and the autumnal equinox, I'm just going to play a tiny bit of music. And I'm going to invite you to focus on whatever feels right in your organic timing to focus on. There's no right answer here. But because we're in this cauldron and we're going to set intentions, you want to have an area of your life that you would like an answer with or get some feedback from the elements. So you need to you need to take a few minutes and decide, where do you want to focalize your energy during this powerful cauldron? And there's no rush, but when you're complete, if you could just let me know in the chat. Okay. Looks like some people are complete, I think. So a tool that we use to just give people like the same reference points is many years ago, Lisa Michaels created a deck, and it is called the Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle. It's in its second iteration, and you can get it for your phone and pull cards, or you can get it in hard form if you go to lisa-michaels.com if you'd like to get one. Thank you, Sandra. Appreciate you. Okay. And so we go through the elemental forces as a way to get guidance around whatever it is we're seeking at this time, whatever it is we want guidance on to create intentions that are very powerful in this window. So we start with Earth, and Earth is the physical matter of things, our body, our homes, our belongings, the Earth herself, everything tangible in your life. So these are going to be the Earth cards. And hopefully you can read them, but if you can't, please let me know. I'm happy to read them aloud if it's helpful. But these are different aspects of Earth. And this is the beautiful deck that Lisa created. You might notice a word or two jumps out at you. Okay, and now, depending on what you're focusing on, now that you have sort of a little guide by your side from the Earth deck, I'm going to invite everyone to tap into the physical essence of being, meaning your body, meaning when you go out in nature, what messages does nature give you? Just tap into that vast energy source of the earth. And I sometimes come up with a prompt question, or do every time. But they're just meant if you want to use them, you can, but you don't have to. So if the questions I pose don't resonate for you, please just open to Earth herself and see what message you get, or ask your own question on the inner. But in this time of equalizing light and dark and Virgo, where do you need to reinvigorate self-care routines? If that question serves you at this time, wonderful. If not, just open to Earth herself. I'm going to put on some music. So you're going to look at your cards that you drew. You're going to seek your own guidance and get a message from Earth.
I'm sorry, Judy. Could you please put the cards back up on the view?
Absolutely. Thank you for
Thank you.
asking, Sandra. Let me
Thank
go
you.
back. Is there anybody that needs more time? If you unmute and let me know that, it feels like people might be complete. And I'm just looking at the beautiful light on Kathleen and how it's hitting her half light, half dark. It's so beautiful.
I'm good. Thank you so much for bringing them back.
Of course,
They're so beautiful, the cards.
they truly are.
Hmm.
Judy, I get the afternoon sunshine in my office window, so there we go.
It's
Thank you for
beautiful.
pointing that out.
Yeah, it's beautiful to see. Okay, so now we're gonna turn our attention almost like we're turning from the north to the south, and we're going to talk about water, which is the emotional realm, and it's also the dream realm. It's the unconscious. So I'm going to leave the cards up and I'll get to the question. And then I love Sandra's idea to go back to them because they're so pretty to look at. So these are oh, did I make a mistake? I did. Hang on just a second, ladies. Let me just see if I did this backwards. Oh my goodness. You know what? We're going to be here and I'm going to figure this out. Um, the emotional realm is really important in terms of understanding that emotions are not always rational. So sacred tears sometimes need to be released, and there doesn't have to be a story about it. It is just emotion moving. So before I play music, I'm going to make this right. I'm going to fix this by finding the slide for the water cards. I sincerely apologize. I was rushing, I guess.
You're doing great.
It is what it is, right? I just was going to see if the other, it's possible. Nope, I don't have another one of these up. So I'm going to actually stop share so we can, but just be with water for a second. We're just going to allow this. Just be with water and feel into your emotions and see what message water has for you while I work on going back and getting the water cards real quick.
My message from water was instead of let it go, it said let it flow.
Oh, I love that
Thank you.
alteration. Let it flow. Yes, we're letting all kinds of things flow right now. Should take me just another second. They're a little bit smaller. I'm going to do something really quick here to make them bigger.
I also just got let it grow.
Oh, nice. Let it
What we
grow.
want. What we want.
There we go. Now, float with the water cards for just another minute or two. I'm going to play music here. It just feels like the right thing to do. Just allow the water to envelop you and let you soak in her. Just open your emotional realm and see what message water has for you today. Okay, I'm going to switch the slides up a little bit while you finish. Just notice we now have the earth and the water, the feminine axis giving us information in this sacred time. And then we move to air, which is the mental realm. And the mental realm is not just our thoughts, it's our imagination. It's where we can envision, it's where we can dream. So take a look at the air cards.
I only see water cards.
Okay, thank you for the, have water cards in front of me, but thank you. Must mean I didn't share correctly. How's about now? Better?
Just air.
Yep, just air.
Okay.
That's where we
Okay.
are.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. And don't forget to breathe while you're visiting with air. Take a few deep breaths. So only if you want a guiding question, you don't have to use it. In working with the mental realm, where do you need to reframe thoughts that discount the sacred in everyday life? I'll say it again and then go back to the cards. If this is helpful for you, where do you need to reframe thoughts that discount the sacred in everyday life? Or if you have any other air inspirations, please follow that. Beautiful. So next we're going to move on to fire, which is the action transformation realm. Fire is considered to be the most important element in alchemy because it does transform things from one form to another. And fire helps us to take action on our own behalf. And it's all about our life force and our sexual energy and everything that runs us that is very electric and alive. So when we light candles as fall comes and the sun begins to dim, what does fire want us to know? And here are the beautiful fire cards. See if there's any that reach out to you and say, I'd like to partner with you at this time. I'd like to dance with you. So when you think about the power of transformation and fire and how it creates all the energy, we have fire in our own bodies through digestion, through our temperature, through our heart rate. Reach out to fire in your inner realm and see what it wants you to know at this time. And if you'd like one question that could be something to consider, what actions would promote order and organization that brings forward motion? Because we're in Virgo, and Virgo is all about that, creating order and organization. So I wanted to just put this question in here. And please, if that doesn't motivate you or doesn't spark your curiosity, then follow your own beautiful guidance. Beautiful. We thank fire in the direction of the west. So last we turn to spirit, which is in the center, in the void. Sorry, these aren't a little bigger. I'm going to choose to read these words out loud. Active receptive, as above, so below, as within, so without. Co-creation, compassion, creativity, desire, divine feminine, divine masculine, essence expression, grace and trust, life purpose, personal divinity, personal responsibility, power of choice, sacred union, upliftment, and unified field. So with the greaterness that is part of you, spirit, in your unique way, reach out to spirit and see what message it has for you. And because Virgo is the priestess archetype, I wanted to ask today if it's helpful. How can the priestess archetype align your relationship with the earth and the divine? Again, if that's helpful, use it. If not, just open to your relationship to the divine and ask for a message. And notice how it relates to your card. Bear with me, I'll get some music going.
Judy, repeat the question again, please.
Sure. How does the priestess archetype help you to have a better relationship with the divine and with the earth?
Thank you.
Mhm. So the last thing we do on our calls is we try to bring it together in a unified field message. And basically, you can't do this wrong. One way to do it, and it's not the only way to do it, but one way to do it is to play with your cards for a minute and see how they all interrelate. And I don't do this on every call, but I thought I would share what I mean by that. With the cards that I pulled, I sort of put them in the order that made sense to me, and I came up with a phrase or a sentence. My life force offers communities. Sorry, my eyes are dilated, so bear with me just a second. Oh, I'm sorry. My life force utilizes communication to bring to break free and to have others have whole brain integration, essence expression, and ease and flow. So I just played with the words and came up with a sentence. And it's not something you have to do, but it's a way that you can sort of integrate the energy in a unified field. But pull together what you got in whatever way is right for you so that you walk away from today with some guidance around your intentions at this very, very potent time. What did each of the elements say to you? How does it come together in a cohesive whole? If you have questions, I'm right here.
Judy, do you mind putting up the air cards one more time, just for a brief moment? Thank you. It's okay, I take a picture.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you.
How's everybody doing?
I'm doing so good. I feel the power of every word of every element. It feels so empowering.
Good, Sandra. Very good. Thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate your voice today.
And it feels really hopeful. Like I feel the hope and the trust that everything's gonna be good.
Oh,
That it's getting better.
thank you. Thank you. That's beautiful.
This was perfect timing for me today, Judy, and other members on the group. I've been experiencing a lot of quiet and openings, and I'm in the process of writing a chapter to go in a book that's helping me focus and just see where it goes. And um, insights are coming that I've not held or thought of before. And I'm getting a lot of just positive connections. I'm not there yet, but I have another week before I have a deadline, which is fine. And so this is such an auspicious time. And I think one of the ones that I would say is, the unified field and transformation are both things that are part of the work that I work toward. And so this is just perfect for me today. And I love the support of you all. And thank you.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Kathleen. Oh, good. Good. Thanks for those that are leaving comments in the chat. This is very powerful. Thank you, Kimberly says. Thank you very much for that. I really do think it is helpful when we gather and those that can be here alive get to be here alive. And thank you for that. Thank you so much because it amplifies the energy over the airwaves. When we put the recordings on YouTube, your voices, your energy, whether you spoke or not, your participation in real time truly makes a difference. And those who come live offer even more depth and wisdom. And I just really, really appreciate that. So I just want to wish each of you a deep and profound time during this last Virgo new moon of 2025 and the solar eclipse and the autumnal equinox and the turn towards Libra, which is all about sacred right relationship and having roundtable consciousness, which I think our world needs. So join me if you can uh, for the Libra full moon. It will be the Libra full moon first this time because we're in a new moon. And I am going to include compassion key again in the Libra full moon. We did that 2 weeks ago and it proved to be very powerful. So I'm going to have that 2 weeks from now, October 3rd at 2 p.m. And I'll probably have it a little bit longer than I did the last time. So if you liked that session, invite your friends to just be in the audience. They don't have to speak, but I really would like to move some more energy around roundtable consciousness.
Judy, this is Kimberly Smith. I would love to get a hold of your invitation and send that out to as many people as I know, because I think that I've done Compassion Key before, and I was very impressed at how you incorporated it in the last session, in that session that I participated in. I love what you're doing today, but that Compassion Key too is just amazing. So I would love to have it as soon as possible to forward it around. So thank you for all the work that you're doing.
Absolutely. Kimberly, are you on you don't have to answer on the
Yes,
recording.
I'm on. I did receive for today. So if
Okay,
that,
good. You can just forward the announcement when I send it out in just a
yes,
little bit.
yes. Thank you. Okay.
Beautiful. Okay, thank you. But blessings, blessings. This is such an auspicious time. Even though in the northern hemisphere our light is getting less, our sacredness is getting deeper, and that's profound. So thank you, thank you, thank you to every one of you who came live today and who participated and offered your essence expression and your beautiful soul energy. I truly value you, whether you're here live or on the recording. I think we have a phenomenal community, and I look forward to being with you again in just a couple weeks. Be well. Closing sacred space.
Wait, Judy,
Yes.
please add me to your email list because I would like to get them directly. Luckily, I was sent the for today, so I'm so thankful, but I would love to be on your email list. I put
Oh,
my email address in the
in the
chat.
chat. Okay, let me grab it. Thank you for telling me that.
Okay.
Hello, my friend. How are you? You're muted. I'm waving at you. I see your face. Thank you for telling me that, Marcy. That's just beautiful, Marcia. Let me get it here. Grab it, grab it. Okay.
I wanted to tell that lady good luck that's writing the book. That's so exciting.
Yes, she's a phenomenal person. Everybody here is phenomenal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let me just capture this real quick and I will sign off.
Yeah, that compassion key really opened up my heart and let it pour out. So
Oh,
I
I'm
look forward
so
to your next
glad.
session. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. All right.
Cheers,
Thank you,
y'all.
everybody. I'm so grateful you're here, Spirit Dancer.